let's breathe together here at Unity the Valley, feeling that oneness that we have with each other, everyone who has come into this room, those who are joining us online. And then allowing that breath of life to expand outward, to embrace all people everywhere. And then keep it going and expand to embrace all the bunny rabbits and all the squirrels and the bears and the cougar and the beetles and the worms. Those of you who are gardeners, I know you are easily embracing those worms. And just breathe into that peaceful knowing of oneness. That as we look at each life, we are seeing the face of God.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God.
So we invite our youth out now to give them the opportunity to feel our blessing and to give us the opportunity to be blessed by their presence. So let us feel that blessing rising up within us. If you'd like to hold out your hands, you may, in the timeless blessing, as we say, we love you.
We love you.
We bless you.
We bless you.
And we see your divine light shining. Thank you so much, children and young adults.
We have one who would like to say a blessing also. Two of them, actually, Aubrielle and Astoria.
We love you. We bless you. We see the divine light in all of us. The divine light shining in all of us.
Thank you, Astoria.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, kids.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love.
Good morning. So happy to be here. Just been traveling and seeing this beautiful country in Canada, and I'm still moving. I've been driving for 2 weeks. But this is a place of great peace and joy when I come in and I see all of you and you give me big smiles and it feels like home. Thank you. So just a few words today to bring us all in together in this beautiful space that every one of you have made by your presence, whether you're here or watching online or wherever you are on vacation or whatever's going on. We are a part of you. You are a part of us. We are all a part of the divine whole. This day brings not only sunshine and warmth, but it is the promise, the spring renewing itself, this world and each one of us in it. And everywhere I go, when I remember that every face I see is truly the face of God, then I am with family. We are all one. We all bear that perfect and beautiful beginning throughout our lives. And when we share it, it's the greatest joy. And I bless each one of you and know that I am so totally and beautifully blessed by your presence, by your love, by your smiles. And so it is. So now we will have beautiful Julia lighting our candle for the service. There she is.
I light our candle today to affirm the first paragraph of the great invocation, which says, "From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into all human minds. Let light descend on earth."
Thank you. Now I'd like to welcome any newcomers we may have today. If you're not too shy and you're a newcomer, could you raise your hand? Anybody? Okay. Hi. Welcome. We have a newcomers packet for you today, giving you some good information about us, and we're just really happy that you're here. So after the service, we all go into the community room to have something to eat, and you're certainly welcome to join us. There's a sunflower tablecloth, and that's our kind of designated table to meet people, and we would love to come get to know you after service. You can put your name on a name tag and then we'll know it, or we can just ask it. So we'd love to have you do that. And I'll say a little word about our prayer shawls, which you might see hanging over the backs of some of the chairs. It's our prayer shawl ministry, and they are free. If you would like to have one or give one to a loved one for any reason, they are made with love and all kinds of prayers and beautiful things. And if you do decide to take one, just let Reverend Inga know over here, because she marks down how many we have and how many go out and how many more we need. So you're welcome to them. And next we have Randy coming up for a testimonial. So Randy.
morning. I'm here to talk a little bit about prayer. Sometimes prayer can be a 2x4. Well, I got hit. You ever want something so bad that you can taste it? Well, I wanted to be appointed to a seat on a history board for the city. What can I say? I'm a historian. Well, I reached out to the prayer circle through Julia. And boy, they must have prayed. I should have expected something like this, but I didn't. I've been on a journey this last couple of months. I know something about journeys. Much of my life, I've been on a journey of darkness. The darkness of mental illness, the darkness of fear, the darkness of depression, the darkness of stigma. But recovery can be a miracle. It takes hard work, it takes prayer, and it also takes loving. Loving of myself, loving of the friends I've been blessed with, loving of you, my spiritual family. It was this reflection on how far I've come, just one of the stops on this journey of prayer. Some other stops? Well, in order to get this position I wanted, I had to have a 15-minute interview with Mayor Venice. Me, a 67-year-old crazy person, 15 minutes with the mayor. Wow, that was fun. And that wasn't the end of the fun. I do historical walking tours. It was raining the morning I was supposed to do one. 4 people showed up. 10 minutes later, I looked halfway down the block. The sidewalk was jammed. I had 50 people. That had not happened before. Plus, a couple of weeks ago, I was appointed to the board of a museum I dearly love, the Lane County History Museum. I'm on the board of directors. Yay! So what I started all of this for, the goal, I don't know whether I'll get it in 2 weeks, but one thing I learned, that's not the point. The point is the journey of prayer and the love it's brought me and what it's already brought me. We're so blessed in this church. We have the prayer circle. We have all of our prayer ministries, and especially we have our chaplains. So make use of them. They'll take you on your journey. They'll help you. You'll be surprised where that journey of prayer can take you. I've been surprised. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of you praying for me. I'm so grateful for my friends. I'm so grateful for life. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you. You are the face of God.
That was a joy to hear. Thank you so much, Randy. So, we are going to have a few more announcements. Donovan obviously isn't here, and you would know he was here because he usually gets intro music. All right. Yeah, I know, I have to earn it. Thanks, Laura. All right, moving on to our first announcements. Please be sure that your cell phones are on silent mode so they don't ring during the service. You might be surprised if you took a look that some people's phones may not have gotten there yet. The June bulletin is posted. Be sure to check out our website at unitythevalley.org. Prayer requests. If you are in need of prayer for yourself, a loved one, or a friend, please place your prayer card in the prayer box in the foyer after the service. And for those watching on live stream, you can call or text Julia on the number shown. Today, join us for soup in the fellowship hall after the service today. And we invite you on your way. You might take a detour through the bookstore. Our volunteer is waiting to greet you and help you, and we so appreciate the people who do that. So thank you. Moving on to Tuesday, 7 p.m., the Behind the Lens seminar movie is one you might have heard before, A Streetcar Named Desire, followed by a Q&A session with our own Hollywood movie director, Tom Blank. $30 for the whole movie series or $5 per time. Moving on to Wednesday, 5:30 to 7 p.m., our youth and family ministry have a unique event called There is a Mother in Each of Us, and it's a fun night. I'm just imagining saying that to a small boy. There is a mother in you. Did you know that? That could be a real awakening. All adults with children are invited. They'll be doing a craft, playing a game, acting out a story, and of course, there'll be food. It's free, but donations are welcome. Please RSVP to Alice at the number shown. Moving on to Saturday, Sacred Women's Circle at 10:30 a.m. to noon. It meets in the upstairs Fillmore wing, and the theme for June is Igniting Our Inspiration. Next Sunday, my theme is going to be Our Mysterious Power of Oneness. We talk about oneness a lot here. But there is so much more to go into that, so much more that we can bring forth in our lives. And after the service for our first Sunday, remember, it's our potluck in the fellowship hall, and we invite you to bring a main dish or a salad. And we have a new tradition we're starting. Our first Sunday potluck is also bring a friend or family member to Unity Sunday. Perfect time to do that. After the service, you can visit with Piper Everts in the foyer in June, and this is going to be next Sunday. Piper Everts, she works with our kids, and she is going to be out there in the foyer. You can get your tickets to guess how many seeds are in the jar. This is one of those seeds in the jar fundraiser. Proceeds support the youth and family ministry. Upcoming Wednesday, June 5th, is we have our once a month, our first Wednesday of the month chanting and meditation service in the sanctuary here from 7 to 8 p.m. That's with myself and Stephen Parsons. Come and open to the infinite spirit within through the timeless practice of chanting our way into deep meditation. Thursday, for our last announcement on June 6th, Parents Empowered by Connecting group. That meets in the garden room from 6:30 to 7 p.m. This group meets on the first Thursday of each month in the garden room, and all parents, grandparents, and guardians are invited to come. Maybe we should invite the kids and tell them there's a parent inside of you. All right, now we are going to have our musicians come forward, and we're going to sing with you this wonderful song, All Good, Holy, Holy. Come on up, musicians.
As our musicians are coming forward, we did want to let you know the choir is very eager to have new people join us. However, we are taking the month of June off, so our next choir rehearsal will be the first Monday in July. July 1st. Thank you. All right. Oh yeah, please rise. And I'm just overflowing with joy to see one of my Unity Ministry class teachers here. Pam Gutierrez is in the house with Orestes. Yeah. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
All good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All in my mind, in in my heart, in my soul, let me know all is good. Holy, holy. Sing out now. All good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, let me know all is good. Holy, holy. All of our love, all of our love. Holy, holy. All our love, all of our love. Holy, holy. All in my mind, all in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, let me know all is good. Holy, holy. All one, all one, all one. Holy, holy. All one, all one, all one. Holy, holy. All in my mind, all in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, let me know all is one. Holy, holy. All God, all God, all God, holy, holy. All God, all God, all God, holy, holy. All in my mind, all in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, let me know all is God. Holy, holy. All good, all good, all good. Holy, holy. All good, all good. Holy, holy. All in my mind, all in my mind, in my heart and my soul, let me know all is good. Holy, holy. All in my mind, all in my mind, in my heart, let me know all is good. Holy, holy. Give each other a hand. Thank you so much.
Patty. It is my great pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Patty Williams. Welcome, Patty. I had the pleasure of meeting Patty many years ago at Unity Conference. I believe we were at Manuka and you were the coordinator. What a grand time we had. Patty was senior minister at Unity of Salem for several years, and she has most recently completed her doctorate. My goodness gracious, I am so impressed. A doctorate with Claremont School of Theology, so I'm envious. Never got to that place. And if you want to read the rest of her bio, it's in your May bulletin. And with that, Patty, please lead us in meditation.
It's my honor to be here. Thank you. Thank you for joining us on this holiday weekend. So I invite us, as we're comfortable, to close our eyes and to prepare for a time of meditation. And as you close your eyes to look deep within, to take a deep breath and let it go. And with your next breath, carry the affirmation, I choose joy. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Let this statement ride your breath and carry you to that place of joy, to that place of love. And as you arrive, simply say yes. I choose joy. Notice any feelings that come up, and without judging them, release them and let them go. No resistance, no judgment. Relax and reside in this place of joy. And if you feel the resistance, return to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep your focus on the energy of saying yes to that which you truly want to be. Saying yes to joy. And in this sacred place, I invite you to allow these words to be the words of your heart. Allow divine wisdom to guide my way. I am illumined by the radiant light of God within me. Though I may not see the next step, the radiant light of God guides me every step of this journey. I move forward with confidence, with ease, with grace. For I trust and know that Spirit leads me on the path to highest good, that the joy of God is flowing through me right now. I am revitalized and renewed in the silence. And as we begin to step back into this space, we continue to allow this joy, this love to flow through every cell in our body, to flow into this room, to embrace those around us, to embrace this community, and flow out into the world to do God's work. To enfold this planet and this universe. We truly know in this moment that we are the face of God. And as we become fully aware of this time, this place, this physical moment, we are filled with gratitude, renewed, revitalized, and strengthened. And we give thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Amen. As Reverend Inga said, my official graduation was this week from Claremont. So this is the first time I can introduce myself as Reverend Doctor. That is so exciting. And I notice as I look out that I have a few friends that are here, and I just want to acknowledge that Rabbi Israela and her husband from the local Jewish temple have joined us. Thank you. It seems fitting that we close this month where you have been focusing on care and compassion in challenging times with Memorial Day, a holiday which started off as a day to actually honor those who had died in the Civil War, and then grew to honoring all of our veterans who have died in service to this country. And I'm sure that some of us here can say that we have lost our brother, our husband, our son, our child, our daughter, our sister, our wife. Some member of our family has been touched, and we truly honor them this Memorial Day. We also join those who have lost others in our lives, and we honor and celebrate our dear ones. And I want to do that with a poem that is known in Unity to, we use it at many memorial services, and it's by Unity's poet laureate, James Dillett Freeman. He has put on invisibility. Dear Lord, I cannot see, but this I know. Although the road ascends and passes from my sight, there will be no night. That you take him gently by the hand and lead him on along the road of life that never ends. And he will find it is not death, but dawn. I do not doubt that you are there as here, and you will hold him dear. Our life did not begin with birth. It is not of this earth. And this that we call death, it is no more than the opening and closing of a door. And in your house, how many rooms must be beyond this one, where we rest momently? Dear Lord, I thank you for the faith that frees, the love that knows it cannot lose its own, the love that, looking through the shadow, sees that you and he and I are ever one. Thank you, John. John shared with me that your theme for this month, and I spent some time trying to decide what did I want to speak about. And the book, The Universe is Calling, kept coming to mind. So I want to speak from the preface of that book. The call of the universe is like the pull of the sun on the sunflower, which causes the blossoms to open up and face the sun continuously as it crosses the sky. It is the pull of life, upward and outward, on all growing things. On all growing things. I believe we heard that earlier. It is the call to come up higher, to take charge of your life, to release your imprisoned splendor. The universe is calling, but sadly, few persons respond with a commitment to make progressive changes in their lives. The universe is calling. Are you listening? Now, even in those challenging times, well, actually, especially in those challenging times, the universe is calling you. And we tend to forget to listen, to understand that we are being called to a higher vibration, a vibration of care, of compassion, not just for others, for ourselves, to truly know the presence of God right here in this being. And somehow we question that call. Reverend Ellen Davenport in Unity magazine wrote an article, and she stated this: imagine this. You are standing at the kitchen counter, and your husband comes in and says, "Honey, I'm headed to the lumber store. God told me to build an ark." Or your husband's name is Moses, and one day you are cooking a meal over the campfire when he wanders in from the wilderness and says, "I was out with the sheep and saw this burning bush. So we're heading to Egypt so I can free the Hebrews out of slavery. And so let's pack up our bags and go." Or what about a family grieving at a tomb where your loved one has lain for a few days, and Jesus walks up, calls him, and he walks out of the tomb? We don't question in any of those stories that they heard a calling. We don't question that the universe is calling them, whether they're actual or mythological stories. We truly know that they are on a journey that is a spiritual journey that is divinely guided, that they actually heard the word, the voice of God. So why do we question that God is calling us? Mahatma Gandhi said, "God speaks to us every day, only we don't know how to listen." God speaks to us how? Through the desires of our heart. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of the Unity movement, said desire is the onward impulse of the ever-evolving soul. Desire is the onward impulse of the ever-evolving soul. It's our higher vibration calling us. Desire is the universe calling us to be the change that we desire, to be that which we desire to see in the world. Edwin Gaines, which some of us know through her prosperity book, and the prosperity work she's been championing for many years on this planet. She wrote the book, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity, and said, it stands to reason that if we are evolving souls, and I believe that we are, then our desires, the longings of our heart, are what propel us forward into the life experience required for an evolution of consciousness. And yet what I have found is that when it comes to our desires, we live in this age-old question: is this the universe or our ego? Is this the universe calling, or is this just my ego thinking I'm something more than I am? Well, back to that magazine article with Reverend Ellen. She stated that Charles Fillmore's understanding was that God communicated with us in 6 ways: through instinct, through intuition, through inspiration and imagination, through dreams and visions, through revelation or aha experiences, and the still small voice. And she had a few ways that we could test whether or not we are truly experiencing a divine call, or if it's our own ego getting in the way. And some of those you've probably heard before, but I'm going to go through them. First, God never asks us to harm anyone. So if it's divine, it's going to be the highest good of everyone. A win-win scenario. We may not actually see it at the point of receiving the guidance. However, we can feel it. We trust that we are being called, that it is about the highest good for us and all involved. And when we can be in that space, it is the universe calling. And if we don't feel that trust, we have to question. Is this really the path that I'm here to walk? Question our own intention or motivation in that circumstance. Second, seeming miracles start to happen and everything starts falling into place. It's pretty clear that you're on a divine path when you're not struggling. When something is showing up, and you thought you were coming from a sense of separation, and it's demonstrating a sense of oneness, that God is moving through you, and that the universe is rushing in to support you on this journey. Which is not to say that, like Moses, we won't argue with God a little bit. You know, he argued with that bush before he said yes. The third sign is that if it's divine, it feels bigger than we are. It stretches us in ways that we may not have imagined possible. We may get an assignment like Moses. And we may struggle with that because we have no clue how to get there. And yet we must learn to trust with every cell of our being that God will provide, that the universe has our back. And here's the thing, we must give ourselves credit and realize that we are more than we think we are, and that to listen takes practice. If we don't get it the first time, we'll get another chance. We get the chance to. I want to read something from Rosemary Ellen Gulili. I have trip over her last name for some reason. She wrote a book that Unity published called Prayer Works. And in the foreword she says, Abraham Lincoln was supposed to have told a story of chopping down a tree. He said, if I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend the first 6 hours sharpening my axe. He explained that most people would rather spend the entire 8 hours hacking away with a dull axe, but that he would rather have a sharp one. That 8 hours is the universe always calling, but we haven't sharpened our axe. We're trying to accomplish what we want to accomplish with a dull axe. We're not doing our prayer work. That work that we heard about earlier. And we're questioning. We're questioning ourselves and we're questioning God. And yet when we start practicing, when we start praying, when we start affirming, when we start trusting on a regular basis, things happen easier. We're able to chop down that tree with ease, with grace, and to know whether or not it's God calling. We learn to recognize that internal small voice. Our awareness of God expands. So say we are sharpening our axe. We are doing our prayer work, and we're still struggling. Our personal relationship with God, with the universe, just doesn't seem like it's on the right path. Well, Eric Butterworth says it's the opportunity for us to get into a yes consciousness. It's the opportunity for us to get into the consciousness that God is always a yes expressing through us. And ask, what's next? What am I willing to say yes to? And to quote Eric, when you pray, move your feet. When we get busy being the change, when we get busy being who we are here to be, we can do the work. And if we are questioning why we or someone whom we are praying for is not experiencing the demonstration of God in their lives, we're probably holding back from experiencing a yes consciousness. We are probably not moving our feet. Reminds me of another Bible story about the widow whose 2 sons were about to be taken away to cover their debt. And she went to the prophet Elijah for guidance. And he asked her what she had in the house. And she said, oil. That's really all we have. Now, Charles Fillmore metaphysically said that the widow represents the state of consciousness that believes in separation from God, from the universe, separation from the universe. And that the story is about standing in the midst of an experience of separation and choosing to go within for guidance. Consciously choosing to listen, to practice. And the guidance she received was to send her sons out to the neighbors' houses to borrow containers that would fit the oil. And they came back with empty vessels, and she went with her sons into the house. They shut the doors, they shut themselves in the house, away from the outside world, and there was enough oil to fill all of those vessels. The oil did not stop flowing until they ran out of vessels. And the widow was able to pay off all of her debt with this oil, and there was more than enough for her, she and her sons to then live off of. She didn't question the guidance. What she had to do was to increase her inner vision. She had to increase her yes consciousness, to quit looking outside of herself for the answer, and turn within and have faith that she had the answers already, that it was already there, and to be grateful for the faith, to be grateful for the yes consciousness, and listen to the universe calling her. Do you remember Jacob's dark night of the soul? It's from the Hebrew Bible, in the book of Genesis. And in the midst of his fear and desperation, he remembered what he had been taught. That in any difficult situation, God was calling out to express. And when he awakened, what he said was, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. There is no other than the house of God. This is the house of God. This is the gate of heaven. He got it. He truly started listening. And when we can start doing this, no matter what is out picturing in our life, when we can be in this place of yes, this place of knowing that God's calling us, we can stop asking, is this truly God's voice? And start listening. And simply knowing that yes, this is. Whatever our life experience, we can get to this place. We can stand in this knowing. And we can stand in that knowing for our dear ones this holiday weekend. We can stand in that knowing for our dear ones no matter what they're going through in their lives. Because God is there ready to open the gates of heaven. That presence and power that we call God is wanting to express and create the kingdom of heaven here on earth, and is doing that through you, through the desires of your heart, through your imagination, through the possibilities that you bring to the world, because you are fully equipped to do that which is yours to do. You know, our lives, the community, this world, this universe is calling out for us to be listening, for us to be making the difference, to be seeing things rightly, and recognizing the presence of God in all people, in all situations. Everywhere on this planet, we are called to have that true desire to know God expressing, to know that God is calling us by name, is calling us out. Can you hear it? Are you willing to listen? It's the call that will change your life, and through you will change the world. Will truly make a difference. in your life and the life of all of those around you. And I got to tell you, it's not going to go away. It's going to be there whenever you're ready to sharpen the axe, whenever you're ready to say yes. And, you know, when the phone's busy, God doesn't just move on to the next one. God will keep calling, and quite frankly, will knock at the door or come in the window. He's going to find a way for that divine 2x4 that we heard about earlier. He's going to knock us upside the head and say, hey, are you listening? I have something that's yours, that only you can do, that only you can be here in this world. Because God is calling you, and the response is, yes, I'm listening, Lord. Namaste.
This is the time in our service when we, thank you. When we gather our love offerings, and the universe is calling, yes. This church was founded 80 years ago at a time, a very, very dark time in the history of humanity. The war in Europe was still raging. And the war in the Pacific was bloody and horrible. And a group of people got together in Eugene, Springfield area and decided they would form a unity church. And they needed to bring some light into a very dark time. And that impulse is still with us today. Last week, Sarah, our board treasurer, talked about how we are wanting to continue to support this ministry, just like people have for 80 years. They helped buy this land. We built this church. We've maintained this. We've done all these things that have made this wonderful thing possible. Now we're looking at replacing our air conditioning units on the roof and some other expensive items. If we're not for them and for you, we could be having this service today, but we might be out in the field somewhere. And instead of having a beautiful grand piano and all of this, we might have a banjo. So thank you all for making this possible, not just what we experience here on Sunday mornings, but all of the activities that are associated with this spiritual community. So please join with me as we say our offering affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God.
When I am falling short. you say of me. Yes, I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe.
Well, that's not enough to make you believe. I don't know what is. We want to thank everyone who put this service together, all of your loving hearts and minds and hands. Especially a special thank you to Reverend Patty for your beautiful message today. Thank you for being with us. Thank you to our wonderful music team and, of course, the choir, which is slowly fading away under the direction of Mo. Oh, there you are, Mo. Thank you so much. It's amazing what you do. I want to thank our ushers, our wonderful greeters, the beautiful people in the bookstore, the wonderful Agape Hearts who serve us food in the fellowship hall. Thank you to Sunny and to all of those. The folks in the sound booth. Let's see, we have great teachers too for these wonderful little chidlets. And I also want to remind you that after the service, we have beautiful chaplains who would be happy to meet with you on this side of the sanctuary. And remember that today is Prayer Shawl Sunday, and as Inga put these beautiful prayer shawls out, please remember what they signify and what they mean to all of us in the spirit of divine love and grace. So let us now bless this offering. Divine Spirit, we gather together as one heart, one mind, one spirit, empowered and motivated and inspired by your great love and by the limitless possibilities and the calling that the universe has for each and every one of us. Bless this offering and the many hands that it have given to it this day. May its energy go out and bless the world to all those in need, the many and the one. We ask this today in the name of Divine Spirit and in the name of all that is holy. Amen.
Would you like to rise and sing our song of peace as a spiritual community from the heart, knowing we are blending our voices with many unities and other churches and centers that sing this song? Let it go out today with a special energy of love, joy, and oneness.